In this video, we're going to see if spending more money on a fishing pole is going to actually get you more casting distance. Now, I know there's a lot that goes into choosing a rod, and what we're going to do to keep this even is we're going to do 3 different rods, and we're going to have these on the same length, the same power, and the same action to make it as even as possible. So the rods that we're going to be using for this comparison is going to be the Salt Strong Slam Stick. This is the new rod that just came out. We're going to be comparing that to a Seagis, which is actually about the same price range. It's the Star Rod Seagis, in the same length and in the same power. And for that high-end rod, for the over $300 price range, we are going to use the Star VPR. Again, it's going to be the same length and the same action, the same power. Okay, so here's the setup. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cast down there. I've got my wife down there waiting. She's going to mark where each one of these lures land. And then after I make my 10 casts with this setup, I'm going to go ahead and switch the reel out to the next rod, do 10 more casts, and then switch that out to the next rod and do 10. And that way we're dealing with the same circumstances, the same wind, the same everything else, and we're using the same line and lure. So everything is going to be pretty much the same. The only thing that's going to change is going to be the rod. So let's get right at it. Okay, so I got the reel swapped out. I got it on the new rod. This is the Star Seagis. Same length, same power, same action. And again, because we're using the same reel, it's the same line, and we tied on the same lure. So let's get at it and see how this one does. Okay, so I got the reel swapped out to the next rod. This next rod is going to be the Star VPR. This is a $320 rod. It's the same length, same power, same action. And of course, we're using the same reel, same line as we did before. Now, I didn't say this before, but just to let you know, if you look down there, we got a couple different color flags. The yellow flags were that Slam Stick. The white flags was the Star Seagis, and the VPR is going to be the orange flag. So that way, when we get down there, we can see where the casting distance is, where that group from each one of these rods are. Okay, so here are the results right here. And what I did when I came down here, I took some of the outliers out, some of the ones that went really far, some of the ones that fell kind of short, so we get a better average, you know, what the grouping looks like. And as we look right here, the white ones are going to be the Star Seagis. That's that rod that's somewhere around the $160, $170 price range. And the orange ones are actually that $320 Star VPR rod. And the yellow ones over there is going to be the Slam Stick. So the Slam Stick actually performed as far as casting distance as well as that $320 rod, and better than the rod that costs about the same kind of money, because we sell that Slam Stick to our insiders for about $150. But again, it's a rod that you can pick up for less money, and it actually performed as good as the high-end rods. There's a lot that goes into the casting performance of the rod, and of course it's not just the money. Now, one thing that's often overlooked when it comes to the rod, and it's not something that you can really feel at a store, it's going to be the way that that guide train is set up. The Slam Stick and also the slot machine, we have what's called the efficiency of flow, which means it's set up to have the greatest amount of flow, the less resistance of that line going through that guide train, so you can get the most amount of casting distance and more accuracy out of it. That's one of the reasons why these rods perform as well, if not better, than rods that cost twice as much money. So if you're looking for a great quality rod that's not going to break the bank and that is durable, that performs as well as the custom rods, that Slam Stick is going to be hard to beat. If you want to pick up one of these rods, if you want to try one of these Slam Sticks out, we do have them available at fishstrong.com. And remember, our insiders get a massive discount off the retail price on these Slam Sticks, so make sure and check that out. Hope you find this helpful, and if you got any questions or comments, go ahead and put those down below and I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. As always, appreciate you watching. Have a great one. Bye.